I want you to think of the wealthiest person you have personally met. Not a celebrity, not someone you saw on television. An actual person in your actual life who you later found out was genuinely, surprisingly wealthy. I would bet you that this person did not announce it. They probably did not drive the car you would expect. They probably did not dress the part. In fact, there is a good chance you were mildly surprised when you found out, because nothing about their daily presentation gave it away. This is not a coincidence. We have talked elsewhere in this series about why genuinely wealthy people tend to stay quiet about money, and we have talked about the research showing that the people who look rich and the people who are rich are often two completely different groups. Today we are flipping that conversation around. If the people performing wealth are usually not the wealthy ones, what does the real ones look like? What are the actual, research-backed, observable indicators that someone has quietly built significant net worth? Do these indicators really have nothing to do with the car in their driveway or the brand on their wrist? Here are 10 signs and a statistic or financial concept behind each one, so you understand not just what to look for, but why it actually means something. Let's find out. Hit like and subscribe. Sign 1: their car is older than you'd expect. This is the sign that contradicts the popular imagination most directly, and it is also the one with the strongest research behind it. Thomas Stanley's decades of research into American millionaires found that the median price paid for a vehicle among the millionaires in his study was significantly lower than most people assume. Many drove vehicles that were several years old, paid for in cash, and kept far longer than the average consumer keeps a car. A significant portion of the self-made millionaires in his research had never purchased a brand new vehicle in their entire lives. The financial logic behind this is straightforward. The average new car loses approximately 20% of its value in the first year alone and roughly 60% within 5 years, according to automotive industry depreciation data. A genuinely wealthy person who understands compound interest also understands that the difference between buying new every 3 years versus driving a reliable used car for 10 years and investing the difference compounds into a meaningfully larger number over a working lifetime. They are not driving an old car because they cannot afford a new one. They are driving an old car because they did the math. Sign 2: they ask questions instead of making statements about money. Watch how someone talks about financial topics in casual conversation. People performing wealth tend to make declarative statements about returns, about deals, about what they own. People who have actually built wealth tend to ask thoughtful, specific questions instead and listen carefully to the answers. This connects to a broader pattern researchers have observed in genuinely successful investors and entrepreneurs. Intellectual humility correlates with better long-term financial decision-making, according to research published in the Journal of Behavioral Finance, because people who remain curious and continue questioning their assumptions are less prone to the overconfidence that leads to catastrophic financial mistakes. The person bragging about a stock pick at a dinner party is frequently performing financial competence. The person quietly asking how your retirement accounts are allocated and genuinely listening to your answer is often the one who has spent years building actual financial literacy. Sign 3: they know exactly what things cost. This sounds almost too simple to be a meaningful indicator, and yet it shows up consistently in research on financially successful individuals. People who have built genuine wealth typically have an accurate, specific sense of their own spending, what their monthly expenses actually are, down to a reasonably precise number rather than a vague guess. This connects directly to a statistic we have covered elsewhere. A 2022 survey by the National Financial Educators Council found that 65% of American adults could not estimate their own monthly spending within a 20% margin of accuracy. The genuinely wealthy person at the dinner table who can tell you without checking their phone roughly what their household spends per month and roughly what percentage of their income that represents is demonstrating something most people never develop: an accurate, ongoing relationship with their own numbers. It is not about being cheap or obsessive. It is about simply knowing, the way you would know your own height or your own age. Sign 4: they have a boring, undramatic job title. This is one of the most consistently surprising findings across wealth research, and it directly contradicts the cultural assumption that wealth correlates with glamorous, high-status careers. Stanley's research found that a disproportionate number of self-made millionaires worked in unglamorous, overlooked industries, welding, contracting, pest control, vending machine routes, paving, scrap metal, and similar fields that carry essentially no social status, but offer significant, underappreciated profit margins and far less competition than prestigious, oversaturated career paths. The research found that self-employed individuals in these kinds of niche service businesses were roughly 4 times more likely to be millionaires than employees working for someone else, despite often having less formal education and certainly less perceived prestige. The pattern holds in modern contexts too. The person at the gathering with the job title that makes people go, "Oh, interesting," in a slightly confused tone, rather than an immediately impressive one, is statistically more likely to be quietly wealthy than the person with the prestigious title and the corresponding lifestyle to match it. Sign 5. Their home is nice but not the nicest on the block. There is a specific real estate pattern that shows up repeatedly in wealth research, and it has a name. People who build genuine wealth tend to deliberately avoid being the most expensive house in their neighborhood. The reasoning is partly social, avoiding the comparison pressure that comes from living among neighbors with significantly higher spending capacity, and partly financial. Homes priced at the upper end of a given neighborhood tend to appreciate more slowly, relative to their purchase price, than homes priced at the middle of the same neighborhood's range, according to real estate appreciation research, because the most expensive home in an area is constrained by what neighboring, lower-priced homes will support in terms of resale value. The wealthy person in this pattern often lived in a perfectly nice, comfortable, unremarkable home, one that someone visiting would describe as really nice, rather than "Are you serious? This is incredible." That restraint is not an accident. It reflects an intentional decision to avoid converting accumulated wealth into a depreciating or slow-appreciating asset, just to satisfy a social signal. Sign 6. They do not flinch at unexpected expenses. This sign is behavioral and observational rather than something you would notice in casual conversation, but it is one of the clearest indicators available if you happen to witness it. When an unexpected cost arises, a car repair, a medical bill, a last-minute travel change, watch the reaction. A person without genuine financial security tends to show visible stress. A sharp inhale, a quick mental calculation, sometimes outright anxiety. A person with a real financial cushion tends to absorb the same cost with minimal visible reaction, because the number, while not necessarily small, does not threaten their financial stability. This connects to research we have covered on the psychological effects of an emergency fund. The Urban Institute found that even modest emergency savings significantly reduce the likelihood of material hardship following an unexpected expense, and the psychological calm that accompanies genuine financial security is, according to multiple studies on financial stress, observable in real time, not just something people report afterward on a survey. Sign 7. They talk about investing more than spending. Pay attention to vocabulary. People who have built wealth tend to describe major purchases and decisions using investment language. This should pay for itself. What is the return on this? Is this an appreciating or depreciating purchase? Even for things that are not formally investments in the financial sense, like education, a piece of equipment for a side business, or a home renovation. This linguistic pattern reflects something deeper than vocabulary preference. It reflects a consistent mental framework, what behavioral economists sometimes call an investor mindset, applied broadly across financial decisions, rather than reserved exclusively for a 401k statement once a quarter. Research on financial decision-making frameworks has found that people who consistently frame purchases in terms of return and opportunity cost, even informally, make measurably different spending decisions over time than people who evaluate purchases purely on immediate desire or social comparison. Sign 8. They have strong opinions about fees. This sign sounds oddly specific, and it is, but it shows up with remarkable consistency among genuinely wealthy individuals. People who have accumulated real wealth tend to have noticeably strong, informed opinions about fees, investment expense ratios, banking fees, subscription costs, financial advisor commissions, because they understand, often through direct experience, how dramatically fees compound against you over long time horizons. A 1% annual fee difference on a $100,000 investment, compounded over 30 years, costs approximately $300,000 in lost growth compared to a low-fee alternative. A fact that genuinely wealthy people frequently know off the top of their head because they have internalized exactly how much fee drag matters at scale. The person at the gathering who has unexpectedly passionate opinions about expense ratios or who asks pointed questions about a financial product's fee structure before anything else, is very often someone who has spent real time managing significant assets. Because at scale, fees stop being a rounding error and start being a genuinely consequential number. Sign 9, they are generous in specific, quiet ways. This is one of the more emotionally resonant signs, and it connects directly to a concept we covered in an earlier conversation about staying quiet when you get rich, or stealth generosity. Genuinely wealthy people frequently give to causes, to family, to friends in need, but the giving tends to be specific, quiet, and undramatic rather than performative. They quietly cover a bill. They make an anonymous or low-key contribution. They help in a targeted, practical way rather than announcing a large public gesture. Research on charitable giving patterns has found that individuals with significant, established wealth tend to give a higher percentage of their income to causes they care about than individuals in the early, visible stages of newly acquired wealth or income growth, who are statistically more likely to direct discretionary spending toward visible status purchases instead. The quiet generosity is not just a personality trait. It is frequently a signal of wealth that has been established long enough to no longer need to prove anything to anyone. Sign 10, they are genuinely unbothered by other people's spending. The final sign is purely psychological, and it might be the most reliable indicator on this entire list. Watch how someone reacts when people around them make significant purchases, take expensive vacations, or display visible markers of status. A person who is financially insecure, regardless of their actual income, often shows subtle signs of comparison, competition, or anxiety in these moments. A person who has built genuine, internalized financial security tends to be authentically unbothered. Not performing indifference. Genuinely indifferent, because someone else's spending decisions have no bearing whatsoever on their own financial position. This connects to research on relative deprivation, the psychological discomfort that arises specifically from comparing your situation to someone else's, rather than from your situation in isolation. Studies on financial well-being have found that the strength of social comparison effects diminishes significantly among individuals with a strong, internalized sense of financial security, regardless of their absolute wealth level. The genuinely wealthy person at the table, watching someone else order the most expensive bottle on the menu, is not thinking about their own car or their own house at all. They are simply enjoying dinner. That specific, quiet indifference is one of the hardest signals to fake, and one of the most reliable signs of the real thing. Here they are, all 10 signs. 1. An older, well-maintained car rather than the newest model. 2. Questions instead of declarations about money. 3. Precise knowledge of their own spending. 4. An unglamorous job title that undersells what it actually produces. 5. A nice home that is not the most expensive one on the block. 6. A calm, unbothered reaction to unexpected expenses. 7. Investment language applied broadly, not just to formal investments. 8. Strong, informed opinions about fees. 9. Quiet, specific generosity rather than performative giving. 10. Genuine indifference to other people's spending and status displays. Here is the thread connecting all 10. None of them are about what someone has. All of them are about how someone thinks. The actual markers of wealth are not visual. They are behavioral, psychological, and linguistic, which is exactly why they are so easy to miss if you are looking for a watch, a car, or a vacation photo instead. The wealthiest person in the room is rarely the one trying to look like it. They are usually the one quietly asking good questions, driving home in a car that is several years old, and feeling completely unbothered by whatever everyone else just bought. Hope you enjoy the video. Hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.